And now we go into Canva. So I've been using Canva since the very beginning of college, like 2014. I think I've been using Canva since high school. Ooh, so anyway, I've been using it for a while. And what's really nice right now, being a doctorate student, is I have an EDU email address, and that EDU email address gets me Canva Premium for free, which I love because then I get all the clip art and stuff. So you'll notice that they have a lot of templates, and I like to search YouTube thumbnail. And most of the thumbnails that I've made before are on a different Canva account before I had this EDU email address, but it's all okay because now we're going to pick out a cool one. Canva, I like to go simple because one, as a non-YouTuber, like that wasn't my goal to be a YouTuber. I'm not that flashy with it. And two, for accessibility purposes, I don't want to be very flashy. I want to get straight to the point. I want clear fonts, I want simple backgrounds, and I want something that isn't going to overstimulate anyone. That's both in my thumbnails and in my videos. It's a combination of my low skill and also being trained in universal design and trying to create something that everyone can get something out of. You'll notice on my channel, I'm never going to have clickbait or any sort of tricks because as a neurodivergent OT who works with a lot of neurodivergent folks, I don't want to use jokes, sarcasm, clickbait, and trick anyone into clicking a video. I want it to be very clear what the video's purpose is. So I don't even know. Sometimes I search YouTube thumbnail. I like simple. And let's do tutorial. It's kind of a tutorial, job finding tutorial. Let's see. Sometimes I just Google search exactly what my topic is. So job hunt. And I see if there's some kind of like a logo already in existence, not to copy it, but to get inspired if there's some sort of emblem that stands out to people. Let's see. Oh, magnifying glass. See, I didn't even think about that. A magnifying glass makes perfect sense. Looking for a job search, rejected, you know, it happens. It happens to everybody. Promise, it's happened to me too. I like the magnifying glass. Ooh, the newspaper. That's cute. So the good news is I can pick whatever thumbnail and then add a newspaper and a magnifying glass to it at any point. But what I'm after is simple. Maybe I'll go for the blue theme because that's all right, cool. So that's what I already have going on my, let's do this one. And I like to have similar thumbnails through a series because I think it's a little bit more eye-catching to have a visual similarity between similar topics. So here's what I'm going to go for. I don't need this little house. Goodbye. Newspaper. Oh, so I'm searching in templates. What I mean to search is in elements where you'll find all of the clip art and graphics. Newspaper job. They might have something that's already ready for me. Well, I kind of like this one, actually. What if I use this as my whole background? I'm curious what they're talking about. Global warming, terrorism issues. You just watched me have an ADHD moment. Okay. I don't actually need to know what that newspaper says, but I am curious, not gonna lie. Right now, we're not in job cuts. We're in the Great Resignation or the Great Shuffle. A lot of people are moving to self-employment too, which I think is really cool. I do like that has a focal point under the magnifying glass. I like that the background's blurred because it's not really the important part. Get rid of that background. And I want to send this thing to the back so that it's, oh, it already is behind everything. Perfect. So I do like that it's it's not overstimulating, even though there's a lot going on this page. It's not overstimulating, in my opinion, I should say, because it's zooming in on just the focal point and not the rest of the page. And see how I didn't start trying to read it like I started trying to read the last one? That's what I mean. I am noticing that this hand looks like a little bit reddish, a little bit pink. It's probably a white person's hand. You'll notice that in a lot of stock photos too. But let's see. I'll see if there's another option, but I think it's probably going to work for my purposes for this video. Maybe I should not do that. All right, background. I want to make the background a color. So highlight a little bit of that blue text. Hit the plus so I get the code, copy, cancel, and then head back to the place and paste. Hey, that is the right color. Cool. Okay. I think I'd rather do a clip art. I really feel distracted by that one. What's good about a lot of these is that they're usually pretty adjustable. This one, Hussar Ecologicsy, butchering that, but I really like this font. I like that it pops because it's bold. I'll make this a little bit smaller because I also like to get the crash logo on my videos just for consistency. Maybe I should put my name at the top because it is who I am. It's my cover letter and I need employers to see my name. There's definitely, well, I don't know, definitely, there's probably something to giving employers access to your name a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to make my name a little bit bigger at the top. However I can fit, me and my run of letters because employers care about that stuff, it seems, and that's of course against what my dissertation plan is, but you got to get in the door to make changes. And once the background is black, it's going to line up with everything else. So multiple fonts. Oh, okay, so I use Hussar Ecologicsy, and then I use Poppins Medium. So I will switch that and the other thing. I usually put my stuff in orange because I think it's funny because I have red hair. It's not funny to everyone, but it's funny to me. That's me, Kayla Concannon, MS-OTRL. This is why I never actually have the logo colors as my background because you will see it blurs. It makes sense that employers see me rather than my business. I don't want them to think I'm about to leave them. I want them to see that my business and I are in cahoots, but anyway, uploads. I might already have my headshot here. Upload media. Here, let's move her down. Double tap, see what it opens up. Edit image. That's what I'm after. Background remover. Watch this. It's literally magic. Loading. Unadulterated loading. For your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say, ba-da-da. Come on in, Jojo. Permission granted. How are you? You can have a sip, but I need this because I'm still thirsty. We're pretty sober around these parts. We really get a kick out of seltzers. And that's it. That's fine, right? She's cool. I'd hire. Do a plus, grab this tool, and pull it from right there. Please work. That's giving me a lot more space, which I do need at this point in time. So delete this one so that I can just, scooch with the same. Let me zoom in because I really wanted to have the same angle. Otherwise, it's going to bother me. 30. Great. All right. Control C, Control V. Now I can zoom back out because I know it's going to be just right. All right. This one goes to job finding. I'm just not quite sure if it's really speaking to me. I'm going to duplicate so I have this original and I also have the scooch around. All right, let me group these. Group. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty cute. That's what I'm going for. My laptop's on low battery. All right, here's what I want to download. I want to download page 2. Page 2. Does that do that? No. Page 2. Done. And I want to make it PNG. That's good. Download. And then here we go. Once that downloads, I get to pop it over into my thumbnail. All right, upload thumbnail. So you can see it even when it's tiny, or I can see it when it's tiny. And that's good. I want it to be legible for anyone that's looking for this type of video. So now what I'm going to do is scrub for timestamps. So I've gone ahead and watched this video in my YouTube studio viewing editing space so that I could scrub for timestamps. I always set my introduction at 0 seconds. I welcomed the viewer at 30 seconds. At 1 minute and 27 seconds, I started reading the top kind of introductory information of my cover letter. And then at 1 minute and 58 seconds, I started actually reading the letter. Now hit save, and basically I just sort of download as PDF. When I upload to Instagram, I screenshot the same thumbnail and I copy and paste the details from this page onto social media on Instagram, and that's it. That's sort of the process. So with that, let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to stop screen sharing. And I just want to thank you for tuning in for all of this. I really am trying to learn through this process. I'm thinking about people that I know and disabilities that I'm familiar with. And if I'm missing something or someone, please let me know how I can improve this accessibility option to include everybody, or at least as many people as possible. And if I get more feedback, I'll post more information. I'll also probably do a read through of my resume / curriculum vitae just for continued accessibility purposes. But thank you for watching, and let's keep up the good work. Bye.